As we do our fall maintenance, we ask our technicians to ask the homeowner if they'd like us to put some sort of rodent repellent inside the air conditioners. They're just little packets, they're disposable for the next year, they're non-toxic. It just gives off an odor that tries to keep the mice out of there. Another thing, an old school method of doing this was to put mothballs outside around the air conditioner to keep the mice and rodents away. If you live in a very wooded area, it's always good to have some sort of pest control around your home. The pests are going to get into the air conditioners. They're going to get into all your little cracks and crevices as they're trying to move in for the winter time. We want to try to avoid this because it's just going to end up costing you money in the long run. A lot of people ask us about putting covers on the air conditioner. I have to give you one of these for that. It really comes down to your personal preference. One of the benefits of putting a cover on the air conditioner is it helps the longevity of it, making it look well. It looks cleaner, it keeps rust down, and it'll actually make the unit last a little longer. The negative side that I've heard and seen is that now you have the unit covered, so even more mice want to move into the unit. So there is a little drawback of that, but I think if you put a cover on it and have a strong pest control method at your house, I think you would be fine. One of the things that we find, especially as HVAC technicians, we see things all the time which maybe a homeowner is not used to, but a lot of it comes down to pretty much common sense. If you go outside, you look at your air conditioning systems, usually the condensers are sitting outside, whether they be sitting in mulch, the grass, or stone. You want to make sure they're clear because you want to make sure whatever rain or snow does get inside the condenser, it's able to get out freely. The other thing you also want to look for is any type of rodent type of tracks. Rodents love to get inside the air conditioners during the winter. It's a little warm space for them. There's wires inside the systems which they feel are like reeds for what they chew on. So they will chew on the wires. You're going to go to turn on your air conditioning in the spring and it's going to be a major problem. You're going to have to call us out, and you don't know how many mice we pick out of air conditioners every spring because they just like to get in there. They make a big nest, and not only do they chew on the wires, they also go to the bathroom all over everything. So they burn out the circuit boards, the contactors, the capacitors, all the stuff that's in there that makes your air conditioning operate properly. That's what they ruin. So as we move into winter, the other thing you're going to want to do is reprogram your thermostat. That's another service call we get a lot. Number one is they forgot to turn the switch on. Number two is we forgot to switch the thermostat from heating to cooling. You also may want different temperatures for the heating season. You may find that you want it 68 for the summer, but you want it 74 for the winter, which I find really weird, but that's the way people like it. So you might as well program your thermostat ahead of time so that it's all set. So when you get home from work or you wake up in the morning, the temperature is where you want it to be.